God, my allergies have been kicking my ass all day. If indeed there was a choice of a profession from a while ago, whenever pirates were, when did pirates stop being a thing? They've always been popular. Most active, common, discovered, piranhas, not pirates. Most active? That sounds like the 1660s? The era of piracy in the Caribbean began in the 1500s. The golden age of piracy. Arg, mateys. 17th and early 18th centuries. 5,000 pirates. That's not a lot at all. Oh, 50,000. That's way more. Oh, 5,000 is not a lot of pirates at all. It's like a handful of guys. That's not even a movement even. Yeah, they existed for a long time. Pirates were like around for like a while, man. The explorer Christopher Columbus established contact between Europe and the lands that were later named the Americas. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? But now that we're on the hate train, I am now hating when he is just in random history that he's not a part of. Because that has nothing to do with pirates at all, really. See, when people started doing a lot of traveling, you know, they wouldn't or couldn't travel with any protection. So a lot of pirating really was just rolling up and being like, all right, diss mine now, and then taking it. But anyways, how to be a pirate. I guess it's a 2-part, but they don't seem like they're very long. Yeah, this is the Captain edition, so let's do it.
Hello! So you want to be a pirate?
Yeah!
Lad? Well, let me tell ye, being a pirate be all about branding. Yar, it's a business, but branding be bringing in the booty. And if ye be shipping with our jolly crew, ye need love this Jolly Roger.
Hey, I like how you're talking about it. Also, this reminds me a lot of like how One Piece started, this with branding. Monkey D. Luffy, he's so nice. We almost forget he's a pirate, even though they talk about it every episode.
Question, isn't waving a pirate flag like waving a We Are Thieves flag? It seems not helpful. This skull and crossbones be more than just a bit of arg, look at us. It's plumage prerequisite for plundering. As pirates, we be wanting booty. Booty be-licious. But parties protect
Booty
their
do
booty,
be-licious.
preferring it unplundered. So we must plunder asunder, which 'tis a lot of work and risk. Who needs that? See, we want free booty. When we ask for booty, booty to be granted and bounce.
That's literally what, it's literally what I was talking about.
Ship just give up. The branding.
Right.
Plus
Nobody wants to fight a fucking rootin' tootin' band of torturous pirates. You can just have the money if I could have my ass.
Reveal. Ye were right, we don't fly the flag for fun, we fly false flags, keeping the Roger hidden for just the right moment. Our ship be lean and mean, and we hide this too. With prey in sight, we billow barrels behind, so though our sails be full, our speed be slow, and we seem fat and full, with supplies kept above deck for greater effect. Okay, that's pretty clever, but this be my favorite, a camouflaged hull, painted canvas unfurled to cover the true number of guns. Behold! That looks pretty fake. Yar, it need only look good from afar. The ships be seen at a distance through a looking glass on the high seas. Branding is image, not reality.
Ooh.
And empire and merchants do the reverse, carving and painting fake cannon to intimidate. But fake guns don't shoot, now do they? So we be sailing slowly along, all how do you do, fellow countrymen? Then, when close enough, the reveal. Cutting our cover, unfurling the flag, ditching the drag, and sullying pantaloons. That's branding. Do it right, and they won't fight. Why, again? I feel like you're not answering this question. Look, think like one of those poor seaman sods yonder. Imagine ye be working for the Empire, minding yourself, when, surprise, pirates, please present your booty. This guy's the worst. Your captain can choose to fight or not, but if ye fight and if ye lose, we will torture crewmen to death while others watch. Oh, yeah, that's not jolly. That's not jolly at all.
Torture was a real big thing. We did one single video on ancient torture that is still on the internet, I think. Only one left after the whole demonetization thing happened, you know. Whatever, we're here now. It's like talking about AD and what is it, CD? I'm just kidding, it's a joke. But yeah, they went over the one where they tie the people on the mast and then get waved to death with fucking salt water. Pretty brutal.
Sometimes misguided men will try to hide booty, and we can't have that. We don't want to torture, understand? I scorn to do anyone a mischief when it not for my advantage. But brands must mean something, and torturing over hidden treasure is quite memorable, which generates effective word-of-mouth
Who is
marketing.
this man, like, keeping the books behind him?
Those who have told us the truth about hidden treasure and thus get to keep their tongues. Ah, so be the sailor's choice. Fight, lose, maybe torture for you, maybe death for you. Pirates get booty anyway. What a hassle for nothing. And we make it so easy to give up. If your captain simply surrenders, we leave everyone alone. No fighting, no torture, just a transference of booty between ships passing on the high seas. On the other hand, you could fight and you might win, though maybe as less of a man than before, but lose and you might beg for mercy in the last and longest moments of your life. The flag we raise lets ye know your options before loading that cannon. And we have one more surrender incentive. Say the target captain calls his men to fight to protect his booty. That captain is a fool, and probably cruel, treating his men like mule, feeding them gruel while admiring a jewel.
I appreciate that rhymed.
Sick of his rule. When they see our flag and the captain's command, the crew can mutiny, letting us aboard without resistance. And as thanks for their assistance, we be holding a court of the captain where his crew can complain. Knowing this chance corrodes a captain's confidence in command, given the crew's critique of his conduct could conclude his career. It's hilarious. Though the Empire calls us outlaws, we also be angels of vengeance on the high seas. What branding, terror, and mercy and justice combined. It's beautiful. So, that's the pirate's life. Sure, the Empire's noose will dangle over your head, but you'll have brothers in arms and booty in hand. What say ye? I'd like to talk to that guy before I decide.
What? Okay, so I'm assuming that's the other video, is the other guy. Okay, all right, I see what you did here. So far, I am pleased. That sounds great. I mean, it's right now, it's a good startup plan. I want, sign me up, dude. I'm in it.
So how does this work exactly? If you'd like to be a pirate, you need to understand it is a business. You can't have a crew, or a ship, or a brand without a business model to support.
Don't do this. Don't make this business class. Don't ruin being a pirate with numbers, please God.
Pirate business is like any other. Make a product or provide a service to your customers in exchange for money. Then spend that money on equipment and personnel to make more product for more customers for more money.
Okay, I'm happy because this is simple. And I can do simple. I can do simple.
Difference with Piracy Incorporated is our customers don't wish to be serviced. No matter, with the correct spending on equipment and personnel, the business will service them regardless. Do you have to?
Yeah.
My boy,
yeah, they do.
If we don't service our customers, someone else will. And the reward for our abstemiousness will be poverty. In our societal and technological environment, an economic niche exists. And this incorporation of pirates fills its shape as whiskey fills a barrel. Such is life, the motions we choose, but the sum of forces upon us. I became a pirate as the gold in this grail chose its form. The both of us now cogs of this machine that profits on the high seas or perishes. Okay, profit is income minus expenses.
Why did you say it like that? Don't you talk to him like that shit don't make sense, son.
And for a pirate company, income means seizing the biggest booty. Seizing the biggest treasure, while provoking the least cost-inducing resistance. The captain is more than happy to explain how we accomplish that through branding. Branding built on the foundation of a solid business, mind you. Brands are memorable and battles flashy, but they don't happen without contracts and spreadsheets. Thus, before we set sail, there will be a contract for the voyage. Though we choose not to live under the Empire's law, we still have rules of our own, to which all men have input, and to which all men must agree before setting sail. The contract sets the voting methods, codes of conduct, punishments for violating those codes, distribution of pay, workmen's compensation, etc. Each pirate enterprise is a bit different, but in general it works thusly. There are 2 elected offices, the captain...
I'm dying.
and the quartermaster. The captain is not our boss, but serves at the pleasure of the crew. If they are unhappy with his strategic decisions, the crew can replace him at any time by a majority vote. There is no term length, with one exception. Battle is no time for democracy. Amidst pandemonium, the decider must be free to decide, but this is the only time the captain cannot be removed. And though our branding may give you the impression the captain is in charge of all things, the quartermaster keeps the ship running, overseeing the men, their quarters, their rations, their agreed-upon privileges, and punishments executed for contract violations. Everything needed to keep the ship effective and profitable. Quartermaster, battlemaster, crew. Now, at the dawn of this new century, a lot of men are qualified to be crew, which means the cost of their labor is low. So you're not going to pay me much? You misunderstand. That you are here tells me you are not interested in traditional employment, working 9 to 5 on a ship of the Empire for minimum wage, staying out of trouble and saving for retirement as banal days pass, eroding the dreams and aspirations of your younger self, leaving you at the end to wonder how it all slipped away. No, your personality matrix, shaped entirely by your genetics and your environment, tend you to engage in risk-taking. What's genetics? Doesn't matter. Given your situation, you find being an outlaw with the possibility of great riches under the threat of the Empire's noose a risk worth considering.
I like how the two videos are paralleling each other a lot on some little things, man. It's making it really pleasant to watch.
They are. As a crewman on a pirate ship, you are not paid in wages, but with 1 share of the profit, same as every crewman. The captain gets 2 shares for the strategic decisions he makes, the quartermaster 1 1/2 for his labors, the surgeon 1 1/4, same for the carpenter. Though we do often have difficulty finding surgeons with the right personality matrix, so if there is no surgeon, the carpenter will be surgeon. Shocking, I know. Such flat and equal compensation is not what you'll find on Empire and merchant ships, where captains and officers are compensated richly and get special quarters and privileges over the crew. On a pirate ship, we are all equals achieving a common goal. Wow, what great guys pirates are. Such camaraderie. No, this is not because we are better and the Empire worse, but again, economic inevitability. Empire and merchant ships are not owned by the men who sail them, but by monarchs or investors who hire.
Mine, so we got to take care of it. It's different.
Captains and officers to run them. To ensure loyalty to the owners above crew, the captain is not only paid much more, but has a share in the ship's profits, which the men do not, and may be granted titles and land upon his successful return. Meanwhile, the crew, hired from the mass of men with lives of quiet desperation and personality matrices constraining them inside the law, have only the low price of their undifferentiated labor to offer. And being inside the law, their captains can threaten them with corporal punishment on board, with prison or treason off board, backed by the Empire and her resources to track down traitors and deserters. But for us pirates, captain's orders are but the words of one man. Outside the law, a majority can take control at any time by force. It is only our contract that eases this transition. And at every port, if a man trust not the contract or the crew, he can just leave. There is no pirate empire to track him down. We have a ship and a business only by our cooperation and only if we can keep it. But the incentive is great. We are not here to sell our labor to distant and disinterested owners, but to taste the fruit of our labors directly, to make money. A lot of money for all of us. The only thing standing in our way, aside from our customers occasionally, is a subtractor of costs. If it grows too large, the business will inevitably dissolve, and we won't get paid. These costs come in mostly 2 forms: ship repairs and people repairs. For the ship, the rules of supply and demand work against us. We can't sail into a port of the Empire seeking repairs without raising questions. So we must only visit pirate-friendly ports with pirate-friendly dock workers, mostly far away in the New World, which raises repair costs considerably. For pirates, each broken mast or cannon hole is more costly than for the Empire. So, for business reasons, we prefer not to fight. Also, fighting incurs personnel costs, since we know that some crew will be injured in battle, permanently, and it's just a roll of the cosmic dice as to who and to what. The contract we decide on lists generous compensation for lost legs, arms, hands, eyes. Thus, after the treasure is seized, the injured are compensated, the ship is repaired, supplies replenished. The remainder is profit, the glorious, glorious profit. And your one share, after one successful voyage with us, will be worth years of labor with the Empire. So, are you compelled to join?
Cute.
I'd like to hear from the captain.
So we never know if he joins? Is there a third one? Cool. All right, man. Yeah, that was dope. So, do I want to be a pirate? No. You missed the big parts for me, like frequency of showering. That's really it. Frequency of showering is probably the #1 thing. I don't like boats, so I'm not going to do it. But, you know, good luck to you guys who want to go out there and yard your way through the universe. I support you. There's a new world order. I will not be a part of it. Appreciate the suggestion. It was actually a pretty damn good one. Thanks for letting me know. There were 2 parts for me to consider. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.